My name's Jack. I'm at the Woolshed Brewery in South Australia, and today I'm brewing a small batch of pale ale, and I thought I'd just run through the basic process so you can see how it's brewed. When I brew small batches of beer, I'm using a 40-litre urn that I've insulated, and inside is a fine mesh bag that I'll use for mashing the grain in. At the moment I'm just waiting for my brewing water to come up to strike temperature or mashing temperature, if you will. Now, while you're waiting for your water to come up to temp, now's a good time to mill your grain. So there's the grain that I've got in my grain bill. One goes to mill. Start milling. And so here's my milled grain. I'm making a pale ale of sorts, so I've got some pale malt, some Munich, Para-Munich, and a touch of wheat. And so there's my mash in. Just stirring the grain in, making sure there's no doughy balls in there, so the liquid can contact as much grain as possible and extract the sugar. I'm mashing at 67 degrees, so my temperature should have come down to 67. Beautiful darts. Now I'll cover that up. Okay, my 1 hour long mash has completed, and I'll be running my sweet wort into my boiling kettle, ready to be boiled with hops. We're only really taking the first runnings of the mash. There's no sparging. Okay, now I've got rid of the mash tun. It's time to bring the wort to the boil. This is my boil kettle, an old keg. Just starting to come up to the boil now. Okay, my wort's come to a nice rolling boil, so now's the time to add the hops. These are the hops that I'm using. I've got Amarillo here. Amarillo is a variety of hops. Now these are a pelletized form of the flour. I'm going to add 20 grams to the start of my boil to extract the bitterness. 18, 19, 20. Let's make it exactly 20. And just add them straight to the boil. And away she goes. Watch for boilovers. Happy days. Now that's going to boil for an hour, so I'll just set my timer for 1 hour. Right, now as we come into the end of boil, we've got the end of boil hops to add. This is the 10-minute addition. So I've got 10 minutes to go for the end of boil. Any finings, agents that you're going to add, that just went in then, bit of Wellflock. Here I'm just transferring the beer into a 20-litre cleaned and sanitised cube. I'm going to hot pack it, if you will, just slowly drawing off of the kettle after about a 10-minute rest period. I'm going to hot pack this cube, and hopefully that stays sanitised. And it's because it's going in there at pretty much boiling point, or at least over 90 degrees Celsius. So it's going to keep it nice and sanitary. I'm going to close that up. It's going to chill down. It should be at pitching temperature tomorrow. So then you can add your yeast and start the fermentation process.